As you know, Lille is located in the north of France, and it is one of the most popular student cities in the whole country. I'm Morgane from Erasmus Play, and in this video I'm gonna give you the ultimate guide for Erasmus students in Lille. Let's go! First of all, whether you stay in a student residence or in a flat will be your biggest dilemma. This decision depends mainly on your preferences. But it's true that many Erasmus students prefer to live in student residences. The cheapest option is obviously the public ones. And here you may have heard about the 𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅, which is the organization that manages public residences in France. And since it's the cheapest option, you can imagine the demand is very high. So, as always, from Erasmus Play, we advise you to do everything in advance. But in Lille, there are also private residences, such as Studéa or 𝑬𝒓𝒂𝒔𝒎𝒄 residence, which are the most popular one. And if you're looking to share a flight with roommates, you can visit erasmusplay.com, where you will find all the verified accommodation available in Lille. And as everything is verified, you can book even from the distance. As for the best areas to live in Lille, it will be important to consider where your campus is located. In any case, all campuses are well connected by public transport, whether by bus, metro or tram. The best areas to live in Lille are obviously the city center, but also areas such as Vieux-Lille, the Old Town, Vauban-Esquermes and Rue Brûle-Maison. But it's also true that these areas are the most expensive in the city. And here, even if we can say that Lille is a safe city, it's always good to avoid the southern part of the city, as it tends to be the most insecure and problematic area. Moving on to food. The food in Lille has both French and Flemish influences. And some of the typical dishes we recommend you to try during your stay in Lille are the moule frite. This dish of mussels and fried potatoes is very famous around the whole country. The mussels are cooked in a white wine sauce and served with crispy fries. Then you should also try the carbonade flamande. It's a beef stew made with beer and is often served with chips as well. Next thing you should try Welsh. This is a very hearty dish with melted cheddar, beer, ham, a little bit of mustard, and all that is served on a slice of bread. Of course, there are also some variations of this dish. Next one is quite hard to say, 𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅. Something like this. It's a dish based on beef, pork, chicken, and rabbit jelly, with a little bit of vinegar. No comment. And the last one, the best one, the waffles. The ones from Lille are a little bit bigger and fluffier than the traditional ones. And of course, you cannot leave the city without paying a visit to the 𝒑𝒑 waffle shop, which is the most famous in Lille and has received many awards for their waffles. Well, let's stop talking about food, let's stop eating and start to party. Lille is a student city with many international students, so the nightlife is pretty good. If you feel like dancing, having a drink, meeting new people, we recommend you two streets, Rue Masséna and Rue Solferino. Another area where you can go to have a drink is also Vieux-Lille, the Old Town. In Lille, in general, you will find a lot of bars, nightclubs, restaurants, etc. And some of the most popular places for Erasmus students are the 𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅 bar, Le Latina Café, or Café Oz, the Australian bar. And we continue with something that is also extremely important: the cost of living. Although it will depend a lot on your lifestyle, we can say that living in Lille is quite affordable, especially when compared to other French cities such as Paris or Lyon. Nonetheless, accommodation will be one of your biggest expenses, if not the biggest one. And although it will depend on the type of accommodation you choose, you can expect to pay between 400 and 500 euros a month for a room in a shared flat. As for transport, we recommend you to get a public transport card, so you can save a little bit of money. If you're under 25 years old, the monthly pass costs 31 euros and the 10 months pass costs 270 euros. So you can save 27 euros a month. Below, in the description box, we'll leave you the link of 𝒓𝒂𝒔, which is the company that manages the public transport pass, and there you will find all the information you need to purchase it. Finally, we highly recommend you to apply for the 𝒂𝒏 grant. It's a financial aid offered by the French government to help you pay your rent. It's called APL. Aide personnalisée au logement. If you want to know more about it, we'll leave you our video right here. You can know everything. Moving on to the places you cannot miss during your Erasmus in Lille. You have to keep in mind that Lille is a mix between French and Belgian culture, and the architecture of the city is a testimony of that. It's not a very big city, but it has very interesting places to visit, such as the Grand Place, which is the historical main square of the city. Around this place, you will also see several historical monuments, such as the Théâtre du Nord or the Vieille Bourse, which is the second place we recommend you to visit, as it is very impressive. This building is the former Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Lille. We also recommend you to visit Vieux-Lille, the old town, once again. It is the old part of the city. It is very characteristic for its cobbled street and red brick houses. Here you will find shops, restaurants, and of course the Cathedral of Notre-Dame de la Treille. And finally, you should also visit the Palais des Beaux-Arts, which has the second largest collection in France, just behind the Louvre. In total, it has more than 60,000 works of art. And of course, one of the most important parts of the Erasmus is the opportunity to travel. And luckily, from Lille, you can easily visit other cities of France. But you can also go to nearby countries, such as the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, or also Luxembourg. One of the cheapest options to travel to other cities is the bus. For example, Flixbus is a very cheap option. But you can also travel by train or by plane to other neighboring countries. The city of Lille has an airport, but you will be also quite close from the airport of Charleroi and the one of Brussels. Some of the recommended journeys from Lille are: obviously, the first one, Brussels. Less than an hour away from Lille is the capital of Belgium. And if you want to know more about this city, I'll leave you our guide right here. Second city, Bruges. Its main tourist attraction is its historic center, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. Then obviously, you can and you will surely go to Paris. The French capital is just over an hour away by train. So make the most of it and visit the City of Love with a girlfriend, alone, however you want, but visit it. It's for everyone, not just for lovers. And finally, Amsterdam, which is about 3 hours away by train and is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. And finally, if you have come this far, you cannot leave this video without the tips we have prepared for you. As we mentioned before, don't forget to apply for the 𝒂𝒏 grant. But we also recommend you to become a member of the student associations in Lille. And above all, if you come from a European Union country, remember to apply for the European Health Insurance Card well in advance. And this is the end of today's video. From Erasmus Play, we hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to activate the notifications bell to be advised when we post a new video. Also, don't forget that we leave our social media in the description box so you can follow us there too. See you very soon with new videos. Bye bye, assistant!